Most older adults believe eggs are the gold standard for protein. They've been praised for years: simple, natural, affordable. But what if I told you relying on eggs alone might actually be weakening your body after the age of 60? You see, after 60, your body doesn't process protein the way it used to. This isn't a myth. It's a medical reality called sarcopenia, and it affects nearly 1 in 2 older adults. It's the gradual loss of muscle mass, and it happens even if you're eating regularly. According to the National Institute on Aging, seniors can lose up to 15% of their muscle every decade, even if they're doing nothing differently. This muscle loss doesn't just make you feel weaker. It slows down your walking speed, it makes it harder to climb stairs, and over time, it significantly increases your risk of dangerous falls, fractures, and long recovery times. And here's what makes it worse. Most seniors aren't eating nearly enough of the right kind of protein to stop it. Eggs only provide about 13 grams of protein per 100 grams. That might sound fine, but for someone over 60, your daily protein needs actually increase due to how your body processes nutrients. In fact, studies show that older adults may need up to 30 to 50% more protein just to maintain their current muscle levels, not even to grow, just to hold on to what they have. But here's the part almost no one knows. There are everyday foods hiding in plain sight that contain double, triple, even quadruple the protein content of eggs. Some of these are creamy and spread like cheese, some are crunchy and go great in a salad, others are totally plant-based and pack in complete protein that your body absorbs efficiently. One of them is even being researched for its ability to help stroke patients regain muscle mass, and another contains nutrients that may protect aging brain cells from inflammation and oxidative stress, which are both linked to cognitive decline. These aren't obscure supplements or expensive powders. They're whole foods packed with not only protein, but also fiber, calcium, omega-3s, magnesium, iron, and antioxidants, nutrients your body craves more of as you age. And we're not talking about exotic superfoods from faraway lands. Most of these are available in your local grocery store, sometimes just a few aisles away from where you normally shop, but almost nobody over 60 knows to look for them. In this video, we're counting down the 10 high-protein foods that beat eggs in every way, from number 10 all the way to number 1. And here's a sneak peek. One of them has a buttery, creamy texture and is incredibly rich in calcium, great for your bones and muscles. Another one is a plant-based powerhouse that packs over 40 grams of protein per 100 grams, yet tastes like cheese and contains no dairy at all. And the food ranked number 1? It's a vibrant green, nutrient-dense powder with nearly 57 grams of protein per 100 grams, plus antioxidants and iron, and it's being studied as a potential anti-aging agent. So if you're over 60, want to stay active, and want to age with strength, not weakness, this might be the most important list you hear all year. Because these 10 foods can help you rebuild your muscle, boost your energy, and protect your body better than eggs ever could.
The information provided on this channel is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of your physician or a qualified healthcare provider with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition.
Let's dive in, starting with number 10, cottage cheese. Let me ask you something. Have you ever found yourself craving something creamy and satisfying, but still light and nourishing for your body? Especially as you age. Something that doesn't just taste good, but also does your muscles a real favor? If so, cottage cheese might be exactly what your body's been asking for, especially after the age of 60. This soft, white, mildly tangy dairy delight has long been a quiet hero in the nutrition world. It contains roughly 11 grams of high-quality protein per 100 grams, which may not sound record-breaking at first glance. But here's the twist. When it comes to protein, it's not just about the amount, it's about the type. Cottage cheese is rich in casein, a slow-digesting, complete protein. Complete means it contains all 9 essential amino acids, including leucine, a crucial trigger for muscle protein synthesis, the biological process your body uses to repair and grow muscle tissue. Why does that matter more as you age? Because after 60, your body's ability to build and maintain muscle begins to decline, a condition known as sarcopenia. But foods rich in leucine and complete proteins can help combat that. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that regular intake of casein protein, especially when combined with daily movement or light resistance training, helped preserve lean muscle mass in older adults. That's not just interesting, that's empowering. And here's something even cooler. Because casein digests slowly, cottage cheese releases amino acids steadily over several hours, making it an ideal food to eat before bed, right when your body enters repair mode. Imagine this. While you're fast asleep, your muscles are quietly healing and rebuilding, all because you added one smart, simple food to your evening routine. A clinical study conducted at Maastricht University Medical Center found that older adults who consumed cottage cheese before sleep experienced higher overnight rates of muscle protein synthesis compared to those who didn't. In plain English, their bodies were doing a better job of repairing muscle while they slept. Now, how can you enjoy cottage cheese without falling into a food rut? Here are a few delicious, health-forward ideas. Spread it on whole grain toast and top with sliced avocado for a creamy, fiber-rich breakfast. Mix it with antioxidant-rich berries like blueberries or raspberries for a muscle and immunity-boosting snack. Blend it into your morning smoothie for a protein-packed, velvety base that adds staying power. Just 1/2 cup serving delivers nearly 14 grams of complete protein, along with a healthy dose of calcium, essential for maintaining bone density, particularly in postmenopausal women and men over 65. But before you start stocking up, there's one caveat worth knowing. Many commercial cottage cheese brands, especially the low-fat ones, are surprisingly high in sodium, with some packing 400 to 500 milligrams of salt per half cup. And excess sodium, according to the American Heart Association, is a key driver of hypertension, a condition already affecting nearly 2/3 of older adults. So here's your game plan. Choose low sodium or no salt added versions whenever possible. Then flavor it yourself naturally, with fruits, a dash of cinnamon, fresh herbs, or even a drizzle of olive oil and cracked pepper. And if you're lactose intolerant, don't write it off just yet. Cottage cheese contains less lactose than milk, though more than hard cheeses like Parmesan. Many people find that lactose-free versions or small portions are perfectly tolerable. Just introduce it slowly and see how your body responds. So, is cottage cheese the most powerful protein on this list? Not exactly. But it earns its place because it's accessible, versatile, doctor-recommended, and incredibly effective, especially for older adults looking to age with strength, resilience, and a little extra creaminess in their diet. And just wait until you see what's next. It nearly doubles the protein found in cottage cheese and comes with surprising heart health benefits too. Stay tuned. 9. Edamame. Let me ask you something. What if there were a small green bean, bite-sized and unassuming, that packed more protein than eggs, supported your heart, strengthened your muscles, and even gave your gut health a major boost? Sounds a little too good to true, right? Well, let me introduce you to edamame, the soft, young version of the soybean that's been a beloved staple in Japanese cuisine for generations. And now it's making waves in Western medicine for good reason. Here's why. Just 100 grams of cooked edamame delivers around 18.5 grams of protein. That's 50% more protein than a whole egg. Not only that, but edamame is a complete protein, providing all 9 essential amino acids your body can't produce on its own. That's something very few plant-based foods can claim. But edamame doesn't stop at protein. It's naturally cholesterol-free, low in saturated fat, and rich in key nutrients like magnesium and dietary fiber. And for adults over 60, this humble bean could be a game-changer. A 2017 review published in the Journal of the American Heart Association found that regular consumption of soy-based foods, like edamame, was associated with lower levels of LDL cholesterol. That's the bad cholesterol that contributes to clogged arteries and increases the risk of heart disease. Given that heart disease remains the #1 killer in the US and most Western countries, especially among older adults, this is a pretty big deal. But the benefits don't stop at your heart. Edamame is also rich in magnesium, a mineral that plays a vital role in nerve health, muscle relaxation, and blood pressure regulation. Unfortunately, many older adults, especially those on certain medications like diuretics or acid reducers, are unknowingly magnesium deficient, according to the National Institutes of Health. So now you might be wondering, okay, how do I actually add edamame to my routine without making things complicated? The good news is it's incredibly easy. Here are 3 simple and delicious ways to start. Boil and salt it. This traditional method is quick and satisfying. Just boil the pods for 5 to 6 minutes and sprinkle with a touch of low-sodium sea salt. Toss it into stir-fries or soups. It adds a hefty protein punch without the heaviness of meat. Blend into dips. Whip up a creamy edamame hummus using olive oil, garlic, and lemon for a healthy snack that's both filling and flavorful. There's a bonus here too. Edamame provides about 5 grams of fiber per 100 grams, which helps feed your good gut bacteria. That's crucial for digestion and can help ease constipation, a common and often unspoken issue for many seniors. Now, is edamame perfect? Not quite. While soy foods are considered safe for most people, those with thyroid conditions, particularly hypothyroidism, may need to moderate their intake. That's because soy contains goitrogens, compounds that can interfere with thyroid hormone production, especially in people with low iodine levels. Still, as Harvard Health Publishing notes, moderate soy intake, 1 to 2 servings per day, is generally considered safe, even for individuals with thyroid concerns, as long as they maintain adequate iodine levels. And if you're wary of GMOs, you'll be glad to know that most edamame sold in the US is non-GMO and often organic. Just look for the USDA-certified organic label to be sure. So, if you're looking for a meat-free, nutrient-rich source of complete protein that's doctor-approved and delightfully versatile, edamame deserves a regular spot on your plate. And just wait until you hear what's coming up next. A fermented superfood that not only outperforms eggs in protein content, but also delivers a powerful dose of probiotics. Number 8. Tempeh. You've probably heard of tofu, maybe you've even cooked with it. But what if I told you there's another soy-based food that packs even more protein, supports your gut health, and may actually be easier for your body to digest? It's called tempeh, and it's a true nutritional game-changer, especially for those looking to stay strong, energized, and healthy well into their 60s and beyond. Tempeh is a fermented soy product originally from Indonesia that offers a firm, chewy texture and a nutty, slightly earthy flavor. But its real magic lies beneath the surface. Just 100 grams of tempeh delivers approximately 19 grams of protein, more than an egg and notably more than its cousin, tofu. And yes, tempeh is a complete protein, meaning it provides all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to build and repair tissue, balance hormones, and maintain strong immune function. But what truly sets tempeh apart isn't just the protein content, it's the fermentation. Through this natural process, tempeh becomes a source of probiotics, the beneficial bacteria that help maintain a healthy gut microbiome. These good bugs are crucial for digestion, immune resilience, and nutrient absorption, functions that become increasingly important with age. A 2020 study published in the journal Nutrients confirmed that fermented soy products like tempeh are not only easier to digest, but also more bioavailable, meaning your body can extract and use more of the nutrients compared to non-fermented soy. Tempeh doesn't stop at protein and probiotics. It's also naturally rich in key nutrients like calcium, iron, magnesium, and vitamin B2, riboflavin, a combination that supports bone density, energy metabolism, and the formation of healthy red blood cells. So, how can you start enjoying tempeh without turning it into a complicated meal? Here are a few easy, flavorful ways to incorporate it into your diet. Slice and pan-fry with garlic and low-sodium sauce for a crispy, savory topping. Crumble it into salads, tacos, or wraps for a hearty meat substitute. Marinate and grill it to bring out its natural smoky flavor. Here's a quick tip from the pros. Steam tempeh before cooking. This softens its slightly bitter flavor and improves texture, making it more palatable, especially if you're new to fermented foods. Of course, no food is perfect. If you have a soy allergy, tempeh is off the menu. And if you're new to fermented foods, your digestive system may need time to adjust. Some mild gas or bloating is normal in the beginning, so start with small servings. Also, for those with thyroid issues, it's worth checking in with your healthcare provider. While fermentation reduces goitrogens, the compounds in soy that can interfere with thyroid hormone production, individual responses can vary. One more important bonus: fermentation in tempeh breaks down phytic acid, a natural compound in soy that can inhibit the absorption of minerals like iron, zinc, and calcium. That means your body gets more nutritional value from tempeh than from non-fermented soy sources. So if you're looking for a plant-based protein that delivers big on muscle support, digestive health, and aging resilience, tempeh is a standout choice. It's nutritious, versatile, and backed by both science and centuries of tradition.
7. Tofu. Let's take a moment to talk about one of the most overlooked protein heroes in the world, tofu. Yes, we're talking about that soft, white block often spotted in stir-fries or nestled in noodle soups. At first glance, tofu might not look like much, but don't be fooled by appearances. This humble food is quietly powerful, especially for those aiming to maintain strength, energy, and heart health after 60. Firm tofu delivers around 20 grams of protein per 100 grams, more than an egg. And like tempeh, tofu is a complete protein, providing all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to build and repair tissues, regulate immune function, and support metabolism. But tofu's benefits extend well beyond protein. It's also a natural source of calcium and iron, 2 nutrients that become even more important with age. Calcium helps protect against bone loss and fractures, while iron plays a vital role in transporting oxygen throughout the body, supporting both energy and brain function. Tofu is also low in calories, free of cholesterol, and gentle on digestion. For older adults concerned about heart disease, high cholesterol, or a slowing metabolism, this combination makes tofu an especially smart choice. And there's more. According to research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, regular soy consumption, such as eating tofu, has been associated with lower LDL cholesterol and a reduced risk of heart disease. That's a major win, especially given that cardiovascular health tends to decline with age. Of course, one of the most common complaints about tofu is its taste, or lack thereof. And it's true, tofu is mild, even bland on its own. But that's actually its superpower. Tofu acts like a culinary sponge, absorbing the flavors of whatever it's cooked with, making it endlessly adaptable to different cuisines and preferences. Whether you like savory, spicy, or even sweet dishes, tofu can blend right in. Here are a few easy and flavorful ways to enjoy it. Scramble it with turmeric and black pepper as a plant-based alternative to eggs. Toss cubes into soups, stews, or noodle bowls for added protein and texture. Bake it with olive oil, garlic, and a pinch of sea salt until golden and crispy for a satisfying snack or salad topper. Want to boost its digestibility and flavor even more? Try steaming or cooking it gently with ginger, an age-old tip used in many Asian kitchens to enhance both taste and gut comfort. Now, like any food, tofu may not be right for everyone. If you have a soy allergy, it's best to avoid it altogether. And for individuals with thyroid conditions, particularly hypothyroidism, moderation is advised. While tofu is safe for most people, soy does contain compounds called goitrogens, which may interfere with thyroid function in those with low iodine levels. It's always a good idea to speak with your healthcare provider if you're unsure. Also, when buying tofu, opt for non-GMO and organic varieties when possible. This helps limit exposure to pesticides and supports long-term wellness, especially for those making soy a regular part of their diet. At the end of the day, tofu stands out as one of the most affordable, versatile, and nutrient-dense plant proteins available. Whether you're cutting back on red meat, supporting heart health, or just looking for an easy way to add complete protein to your meals, tofu is well worth a second look.
Number 6. Seitan. You might think that getting enough protein means eating meat, eggs, or investing in pricey protein powders. But what if there were a plant-based option that looks like meat, tastes savory, and actually has more protein than eggs without the cholesterol? Meet Seitan, pronounced Seitan. Don't let the name fool you. This wheat-based wonder is often referred to as wheat meat because of its dense, chewy, meat-like texture that makes it one of the most convincing vegetarian protein sources out there. So, what exactly is seitan? Seitan is made by rinsing wheat flour until all the starch is washed away, leaving behind pure wheat gluten, the protein component of wheat. When cooked, it firms up into a hearty, satisfying texture that works as a stand-in for chicken, beef, or pork in almost any recipe. And here's the impressive part. Just 100 grams of cooked seitan delivers around 25 grams of protein. That's more than 4 large eggs, according to the USDA National Nutrient Database. It's also low in carbohydrates, virtually fat-free, and completely cholesterol-free, making it a heart-smart choice, especially important for adults over 60 who are managing blood pressure, cholesterol, or weight. As we age, we naturally lose muscle mass, a process called sarcopenia. But a study published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society found that higher protein intake in older adults is linked to better mobility, greater strength, and fewer falls. In that context, seitan becomes a powerful tool in supporting healthy aging. There's one small caveat. Seitan, while rich in most amino acids, is slightly low in lysine, one of the 9 essential amino acids your body needs. But there's a simple fix. Pair seitan with lysine-rich foods like tofu, lentils, or quinoa to make a complete protein meal that delivers everything your muscles need. One of seitan's greatest strengths is its culinary flexibility. You can slice and sauté it in olive oil with garlic for a quick stir-fry. Add it to vegetable-packed noodle bowls or salads. Bake it with your favorite herbs and spices for a hearty entree. Or thread it on skewers and grill it just like chicken kebabs. It's also a flavor magnet. Let it soak in a marinade of soy sauce, apple cider vinegar, ginger, and garlic, and you'll be amazed at the depth it brings to your plate. And if you're concerned about iron, here's a smart tip. Pair seitan with vitamin C-rich foods like bell peppers, citrus fruits, or tomatoes to boost your body's absorption of non-heme, plant-based iron as recommended by the National Institutes of Health. Of course, seitan isn't right for everyone. Because it's made from pure gluten, it's absolutely not safe for individuals with celiac disease or non-celiac gluten sensitivity. According to Harvard Health, consuming gluten when you're sensitive can lead to bloating, inflammation, or long-term gut issues. Also, some store-bought seitan products can be high in sodium, so if you're watching your blood pressure, be sure to read labels carefully or consider making your own at home to keep salt in check. Still, if gluten's not an issue for you, seitan is one of the most protein-dense, satisfying, and adaptable plant-based foods available, perfect for those looking to cut back on meat without compromising on flavor or nutrition. Number 5. Hemp seeds. What if there were a single, natural food that packed more protein than eggs, more magnesium than spinach, and the kind of healthy fats your heart and brain actually crave? Meet hemp seeds, nature's nutritional powerhouse in a small, shell-less form. Hemp seeds come from the cannabis sativa plant, but there's no need for concern. They won't get you high. These seeds contain only trace amounts of THC, the psychoactive compound found in marijuana, typically less than 0.3% as confirmed by the FDA. What they do offer, though, is a remarkable nutrient profile that supports healthy aging from head to toe. To start, hemp seeds are a complete plant-based protein, meaning they contain all 9 essential amino acids your body needs but can't make on its own. Just 100 grams of hemp seeds deliver 31.6 grams of protein. That's over 5 whole eggs worth. But protein isn't the star in this super seed.
Hemp seeds are also rich in omega-3 fatty acids, particularly ALA, which has been linked to reduced inflammation, improved heart health, and even better brain function as we age. In fact, Harvard Health reports that omega-3s may help lower the risk of dementia, making hemp seeds not just a muscle-supporting food, but a brain-boosting one too. And if you're over 60, there's another bonus. Hemp seeds are loaded with this essential mineral, which plays a key role in nerve function, bone strength, muscle relaxation, and even better sleep, all common concerns as we get older. Another big advantage of hemp seeds, they're very easy to digest. A study published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that hemp protein scores between 91 to 98% on the protein digestibility corrected amino acid score, which means your body can absorb and use nearly all of the protein, especially if digestion has slowed down over the years. The best part, hemp seeds are incredibly easy to add to your diet. You don't need to cook them, soak them, or prep anything in advance. Simply sprinkle and enjoy. Here are a few simple ways to work them into your routine. Add a tablespoon or two to your morning smoothie. Stir into oatmeal or Greek yogurt. Blend into energy balls or homemade protein bars. Sprinkle over salads or roasted vegetables. Mix into baked goods like muffins or whole grain bread. Just 3 tablespoons, about 30 grams, gives you around 10 grams of protein, 210 milligrams of magnesium, and a good dose of healthy fats, all in a compact, tasty form. A quick tip for storage. Keep hemp seeds in the fridge to preserve their healthy fats and maintain freshness. Their oils are delicate and can go rancid over time if left in warm or humid conditions. Of course, no food is without its caveats. Hemp seeds are calorie-dense, with about 550 calories per 100 grams, so portion control matters if you're watching your weight. Also, because they're rich in omega-3s, they may have a mild blood-thinning effect. If you're taking medications like warfarin or other blood thinners, it's wise to check with your doctor before adding hemp seeds to your daily regimen, as advised by experts at WebMD and the Cleveland Clinic. Finally, while hemp seeds offer tremendous value, they can be a bit pricier than other seeds. Still, even a small daily amount can deliver meaningful benefits for your heart, brain, and muscles, making it well worth the investment.
Number 4. Parmesan cheese. The protein-rich secret hiding in your fridge. Can a cheese really outshine eggs, chicken, and even steak when it comes to protein? The answer is yes, if it's Parmesan. Often relegated to a sprinkle on pasta, Parmesan cheese, or Parmigiano Reggiano in its authentic form, is actually one of the most protein-dense foods you can eat. It's not just a flavorful garnish, it's a functional food for anyone looking to support muscle health, bone strength, and aging well. Here's why Parmesan deserves more respect on your plate. Parmesan is a hard, aged cheese made from cow's milk and matured anywhere from 12 to 36 months. During this aging process, much of the moisture evaporates, leaving behind a concentrated source of nutrients, particularly protein and calcium. Per 100 grams, Parmesan delivers an impressive 38 grams of protein. That's nearly double the amount found in eggs. And it's not just any protein. Parmesan provides a complete profile, meaning it includes all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to build and maintain muscle. That's especially important after age 60, when sarcopenia, or age-related muscle loss, becomes a serious concern. Maintaining lean mass isn't just about strength. It supports balance, joint health, mobility, and overall independence. Parmesan also comes with a significant dose of calcium. Just 1 ounce, about 28 grams, provides approximately 330 milligrams of calcium, or 1/3 of your daily requirement. That's a huge plus for protecting bone density and warding off osteoporosis, which disproportionately affects older adults, particularly postmenopausal women. Another benefit, it's easier to digest than many other cheeses. Thanks to the long fermentation process, most of the lactose is broken down, making Parmesan far more tolerable for people with mild lactose sensitivity. Research from the University of Wisconsin-Madison supports this, noting that aged cheeses like Parmesan are often well tolerated by those who struggle with dairy.
The key with Parmesan, though, is using it wisely. Because it's packed with flavor, a little goes a long way, and you can reap its benefits without eating large quantities. Here are a few smart and delicious ways to enjoy it. Shave thin slices over salads or roasted vegetables. Grate into soups or stews for a rich umami kick. Pair with apple or pear slices for a sweet, savory snack. Sprinkle over scrambled eggs or omelets for extra protein. Stir into savory oatmeal with herbs for a high-protein twist. But like any rich food, Parmesan comes with a few caveats. First, it's high in sodium, containing between 1,200 to 1,600 milligrams per 100 grams. That's more than half of the American Heart Association's recommended daily sodium limit. If you're watching your blood pressure, it's important to use Parmesan in moderation. Second, authentic Parmigiano Reggiano can be pricey, but it stores well in the fridge and offers lasting value. Just a small wedge can stretch across dozens of meals when used thoughtfully. Lastly, while Parmesan is a nutritional powerhouse, it's not suitable for vegan diets or for those with dairy protein allergies. However, for people with lactose intolerance, it may still be an option. Just check with your doctor or dietitian if you're unsure. Bottom line, Parmesan cheese isn't just a topping. It's a powerful age-supportive food that delivers exceptional protein, bone-building calcium, and deep flavor in small, satisfying amounts.
Number 3. Nutritional yeast, the flaky superfood that delivers big on protein and B vitamins. Let's talk about one of the most surprising protein sources hiding in plain sight, nutritional yeast. It may not look like much, just a flaky, golden powder that resembles fish food to the untrained eye, but don't let appearances fool you. Nutritional yeast is a nutritional powerhouse, offering a remarkable 40 grams of protein per 100 grams. That's more than most meats and far more than what you'll get from eggs. It's a perfect example of how a humble, shelf-stable food can support healthy aging in a major way. So what exactly is it? Nutritional yeast is a deactivated yeast, meaning it won't ferment or grow inside your gut. Instead, it works as a versatile, plant-based complete protein containing all 9 essential amino acids your body needs but can't make on its own. That's a rare find among non-animal products. But the benefits don't stop at protein. Most nutritional yeast sold in stores is fortified with B-complex vitamins, especially vitamin B12. This is a game changer for older adults. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing B12, and deficiency is more common than most people realize. According to the NIH Office of Dietary Supplements, up to 20% of adults over 60 may be deficient in B12, often without knowing it. The consequences can be serious, ranging from fatigue and memory issues to nerve damage. Fortified nutritional yeast can help close that gap without requiring pills or injections. So, how do you incorporate it into your meals? That's the best part. It's incredibly easy. Nutritional yeast has a natural, cheesy, umami-rich flavor, making it a favorite among vegetarians and vegans. You can sprinkle it on popcorn for a dairy-free cheesy snack. Stir it into mashed potatoes or pasta sauces for extra depth. Blend it into soups, stews, or even scrambled eggs to boost flavor and nutrition. Just be sure to look for fortified versions. Not all brands contain B12, so check the label carefully to ensure you're getting the added vitamin benefits. Now, are there any drawbacks? For most people, nutritional yeast is very safe. But in high doses, it may cause issues for those sensitive to tyramine, a naturally occurring compound that can trigger migraines in some individuals. Also, people with inflammatory bowel diseases such as Crohn's may want to speak with a doctor first. Some studies, including a 2018 review in Frontiers in Medicine, suggest certain yeast compounds might irritate symptoms in susceptible individuals. That said, for the vast majority of older adults, nutritional yeast is a low-calorie, high-protein, and B vitamin-rich addition to any diet. It's also shelf-stable, budget-friendly, and requires no cooking, making it ideal for quick meals or snacks.
So, if you're searching for a savory, cheesy, dairy-free way to pack more protein and essential nutrients into your daily routine, nutritional yeast is a quiet superfood that belongs in your pantry. Number 2, textured soy protein, the affordable vegan protein that outscores eggs. If you're over 60 and looking for a high-protein, low-fat, and budget-friendly way to support your health, textured soy protein, TSP, also known as textured vegetable protein, TVP, deserves a place in your pantry. Here's the headline. In its dry form, TSP provides a staggering 50 to 52 grams of protein per 100 grams. Even after it's soaked and cooked, it retains 15 to 20 grams of protein per 100 grams, which still surpasses eggs, one of the most celebrated protein staples, with about 13 grams per 100 grams. That makes TSP one of the most concentrated and affordable protein sources available, especially for plant-based or heart-conscious eaters. So, what exactly is TSP? TSP is made from defatted soy flour, a byproduct of soybean oil extraction. Once dried and processed, it forms chunks or granules that are shelf-stable, lightweight, and extremely versatile. As a complete protein, it provides all 9 essential amino acids, including leucine, which plays a vital role in muscle repair and growth, a major concern for older adults managing age-related muscle loss, or sarcopenia. And the science backs it up. A 2020 study published in Nutrients found that plant-based proteins like soy can be just as effective as animal proteins as long as they're consumed in the right amounts and paired with light resistance exercise like walking or basic strength training. That means TSP isn't just a filler, it's a functional, muscle-supporting protein source ideal for aging well. Using TSP is incredibly simple. Just soak it in hot water or broth for 10 to 15 minutes, squeeze out any excess liquid, and you're left with a tender, meat-like texture. From there, the possibilities are endless. Add it to soups, stews, or stir-fries. Use it in tacos, stuffed peppers, or lasagna. Because it absorbs flavors so well, TSP takes on whatever seasoning you give it, making it virtually indistinguishable from meat in many dishes. In fact, if you've ever had a meatless chili or curry that made you do a double take, chances are TSP was behind it. The benefits don't stop at muscle support. According to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, soy-based foods like TSP have been shown to lower LDL, bad cholesterol, improve bone density, and reduce inflammation, a powerful trio of advantages for older adults aiming to stay active, mobile, and heart healthy. That said, a few things are worth keeping in mind. Because TSP is a processed soy product, always choose non-GMO and organic versions when possible to avoid additives and pesticide residues. And while TSP is safe for most people, those with soy allergies or thyroid issues should check with their healthcare provider. Soy contains goitrogens, which can interfere with thyroid function in sensitive individuals, particularly if iodine intake is low. Lastly, never eat it dry or raw. TSP must be rehydrated and cooked before it's safe and enjoyable to eat. In short, textured soy protein is a low-cost, high-impact food that supports strength, mobility, and independence. Whether you're cutting back on meat or simply want to boost your daily protein intake without blowing your grocery budget, TSP delivers muscle-supporting nutrition with impressive versatility. And now, it's time to reveal the #1 most protein-dense food on the list, a natural source so powerful it's in a class of its own.
Number 1. Dried spirulina. Let's finish this list with the most surprising and most powerful source of protein you may not be eating, dried spirulina. You've probably seen it before, an earthy green powder often tossed into smoothies by health enthusiasts. But what many people don't realize is that just 100 grams of dried spirulina delivers around 57 grams of protein. That's over 4 times more protein than a whole egg, making it the most protein-dense food on this list. So, what exactly is spirulina? Spirulina is a type of blue-green algae that's been consumed for centuries, dating all the way back to the Aztecs. Today, it's recognized worldwide as a nutritional powerhouse thanks to its remarkable profile.
It's a complete protein containing all 9 essential amino acids, and also provides iron, beta-carotene, a precursor to vitamin A, B vitamins, chlorophyll, and phycocyanin, a potent antioxidant unique to blue-green algae. Why does this matter for adults over 60? Aging is often accompanied by increased inflammation, oxidative stress, and a gradual decline in muscle strength and immune function. But spirulina may help address all of these. A study published in Oxidative Medicine and Cellular Longevity found that phycocyanin, one of spirulina's key compounds, helps reduce inflammation and oxidative damage, 2 major contributors to chronic conditions such as heart disease, arthritis, and cognitive decline. Meanwhile, a 2016 study in Cell and Bioscience reported that older adults taking spirulina experienced improved brain function and reduced fatigue, suggesting real benefits for energy and mental clarity. There's just one thing to keep in mind: a little goes a long way. Spirulina is incredibly concentrated and has a strong, somewhat earthy or seaweed-like taste. You wouldn't eat it by the spoonful like peanut butter. Most people stick to just 1 to 3 grams per day, usually in powder or tablet form. So how do you actually use it? Add a teaspoon to a smoothie, especially with banana or pineapple to balance the flavor. Stir into yogurt, oatmeal, or homemade energy bars for an easy nutrient boost. Or simply take it as a tablet if the taste isn't for you. And if you've ever had a green smoothie that left you feeling instantly refreshed, spirulina might have been the secret ingredient. Still, like any potent superfood, spirulina comes with a few cautions. It may interact with medications, especially immune-suppressing drugs. Also, because spirulina is grown in water, it can accumulate heavy metals or toxins if harvested from contaminated sources. That's why it's critical to choose high-quality, lab-tested spirulina, ideally organic and third-party certified for purity. And if you have specific health conditions such as phenylketonuria or autoimmune disorders, it's best to consult your doctor before adding spirulina to your routine. But for most older adults, spirulina is like nature's multivitamin with muscle-building power. It's cholesterol-free, rich in antioxidants, and incredibly nutrient-dense, all in a serving size small enough to fit on a spoon. So, if you're over 60 and searching for a plant-based, easy-to-use superfood that supports muscle strength, immunity, and brain health, spirulina is a green warrior that belongs in your pantry. Just remember, when it comes to spirulina, a little truly goes a long way.
So, as we've explored throughout this list, the true secret to maintaining strength and vitality after 60 isn't about relying on just one superfood or trying to consume 100 grams of any single protein source daily. Instead, it's about intelligent variety and strategic combination. Your body's protein needs actually increase with age. According to the National Institute on Aging, older adults should aim for 1.0 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily to support muscle strength, immune health, and overall vitality. For many, that's more than what's typically consumed, and it's essential to combat sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle. By incorporating a diverse range of these protein-rich foods, whether it's the slow-digesting casein from cottage cheese, the complete plant power of edamame and tempeh, the versatility of tofu and seitan, the healthy fats from hemp seeds, the B vitamin boost from nutritional yeast, or the ultra-dense nutrition of spirulina, you empower your body. These foods aren't just protein powerhouses, they're also rich in fiber, healthy fats, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, making them true all-in-one foods for healthy aging. And for those with sensitive digestion or reduced appetite, options like tofu and cottage cheese are soft, easy to prepare, and gentle on the stomach. Just a few important things to remember. Seitan is an excellent protein, but contains gluten, so it's not for those with celiac disease or gluten sensitivity. Parmesan cheese is incredibly nutrient-dense and calcium-rich, but it's also high in sodium, so use it in moderation if you're managing blood pressure.
Always choose high-quality sources for concentrated items like spirulina, ensuring they are lab-tested and pure. The best approach? Mix and match your protein sources throughout the day and combine them with plenty of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats. This balanced plate not only meets your nutritional needs, but also helps fuel a stronger, healthier, and more energetic you well into your golden years. If you found these high-protein food insights helpful, don't keep it to yourself. Share this video with someone you care about who's also trying to stay healthy and strong as they age. And if even one of these foods surprised you, go ahead and tap that like button. It really helps more people discover smart, life-changing nutrition like this. We'd love to hear from you too. Which of these foods are already a staple in your kitchen? And which one are you most excited to try next? Drop your answer in the comments below. We actually read every one. Because here's the truth, staying strong and energized after 60 doesn't need fancy supplements or complicated routines. Sometimes it just starts with adding the right food to your plate. Let's fuel healthy aging, one smart bite at a time. Subscribe for more science-backed wellness tips just like this.